me he was homeless, just a ghost that's in the street. And the barefoot prophet with the dust up on his feet. But I seen in different visions when the valley got too thin and saw kingdom in his post, but not the rags up on his skin. And they see the myth get twisted when the story it gets told, and they sell sorrow to the masses, but they keep the truth on hold. Buddy walking like a landlord of the infinite plane, and every stepping left and blueprint in their blood and in the rain. And no address on the paper, but he owned it every breath and had a mansion in the space between life and death. And where the walls are made of mercy and the floors are made of grace, and the ceilings held the stars and in an endless brace. And they laughed at the sandals, never saw it the estate, and judged the flesh, but the spirit was a different weight. And Jesus 2.0, and yeah, I'm flipping all their views, and he ain't poorer, he was richer than they ever knew. And he ain't broken, he was building where the eyes they just can't see. And God mentioned in the void, where the lost run free. And you see the rags, I see the power in a different light as Jesus 2.0, king of the afterlife. And they crucified my body, but they couldn't touch the throne. And the nails is risen flesh, but the soul it was a home. And every drop that felt like it was a key to a gate. And now the bloodline echo got them questioning their fate. And see the system want a savior, but they looking weak and small, and so they never got a face what he built at all. But the truth it got weight, and yeah, fitted in the frame. And he was architecting worlds why they mock my name. And no rent was due, no walls, no walls they can't confine. And just a palace built out of the space and time. And where the broken they get whole, and then the blind they get their sight. And the darkness it got swallowed by a little bit different light. And they don't preach that part, no, they keep it simple and so neat, and make them easier to swallow, keep them soft and keep them sweet. And but I seen in the design and the cracks of their lives, in the kingdom it was his, and they just watched me die. And he ain't broken, he was building where the eyes they just can't see. And God mentioned in the void, where the lost run free. And you see the rags, I see the power in a different light as Jesus 2.0, king of the afterlife. And now I'm walking through the storm with that cup cold in my chest, and every breath is feeling heavy like a little spiritual test. And they say follow his steps, but they don't say to where. And through the fire and through the loss and through the stripping bare, and he lost everything that show what remains. And when the ego will get buried, and you sever all their chains, in that mansion ain't no gold, it ain't no marble or no stone. It's the space you create when you standing all alone. And when they take it, when they break it, when they leave you just a bleed, and you still build a world from the cracks of your need. And that's the kingdom that he's spoken, that's the wealth that he meant. And not a dollar or a throne, but a higher ascent. And still they chase what that glitter, but they're missing in the code, and trying to buy what he built on a spiritual road. And but price it was too steep, and if you fear in the unknown, and gotta die to yourself just to keep it in that home. And no, he ain't broke, he was building where the eyes they can't see. Him got a mention in the void, where the lost run free. And you see the rags, I see the power in a different light as Jesus 2.0, king of that afterlife. Imagine that moment when that breath goes stealing cold world it fade out, and then you crossing over that hill, and you expect empty darkness just avoid and falling. But instead it's a gate, and you hearing all the calls, and the one that they mocked that's standing tall at the door, and not a beggar and not broken, and there's something so much more. And behind him it was that mansion that stretched it wide alive, and every soul that was lost now not restored it inside. And no ceilings, just a cosmos bending at his will. And ain't no longer ain't no pain, it's just a scarf that sacred steel. And he looked at you like Carmen said, you now you finally see. And everything that I told you, it was just a fraction of me. And all the lies they fall apart, and all the fear it dissolve. And every question you had to start to self-resolve. And then you wake back up with that glimpses in your head. And now you walk in that line between living and the dead. And no, Jesus 2.0, it wasn't here to survive it. He was showing you the mansion on the other side. And he broken, he was building where the eyes they just can't see. And God mentioned in the void, where the lost run free. See the rags, I see the power